Okay, last but not least, we have a motion by Councillor Todd, and I'll pass over to Councillor Todd to speak to his motion.
Thank you very much, Provost. Now, everybody's seen the motion. For the record, would it be beneficial for me to read it out?
You so wish?
Yeah. Right, thank you. That this council recognises the plight of many East Ayrshire pensioners, namely those with defined benefit pensions accrued before 1997, who are now facing the reality of inflation eroding their retirement income because their former employees chose not to increase pre-1997 benefits in line with inflation. We request that this council writes to the UK Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, asking for help in ensuring that the amendment to the Pension Schemes Reform Bill 255, erasing the dividing line of 1997 and creating a statutory requirement for indexation for all pensioners who receive full consideration and support to prevent the further loss of pension value in future years for those impacted. Now, everything's there, and I apologise again, talking about pensions, but everything's there for people's digest. This goes back to, again, decisions made at a higher level on how pensions, this time private pensions. So the gist of it is, prior to 97, companies could decide if they would index link their future pension for their employees. After 97, it has to be index linked to inflation. A lot of small companies, and the reason they hadn't done it till 97, there was a worry that a lot of small companies might not manage to pay that extra burden of funds. But there's a lot of big companies who grabbed the opportunity not to future-proof their private pension to their employees. And all this motion is about is making it an equal across the board increase for those pensioners who find themselves. And members, that's why Councillor Lennox has passed it over to me to introduce, because he had to express an interest because this affects him. And that's why I brought it forward. So there are companies out there who are not paying index-linked pensions to pensioners, which is bringing pensioners into pension poverty. So all this does is hopefully take that burden away and they get the money that they rightfully should have got at the start, Provost. Thank you.
Absolutely fine. Thank you, Councillor Todd. Do you have a seconder? Leader.
Right.
Okay. Councillor Peter Mavin.
Thank you, Provost, and thank you, Councillor Todd, for bringing forward this motion. Our group are fully happy to support this motion. However, I would like to add an additional paragraph at the beginning of the motion, if Councillor Todd would be amenable to that. I've got to know Patricia Kennedy quite well, who's the spearhead of this campaign through the HPPA, as the Hewlett-Packard Pensions Association. She's also now leading a bigger pre-97 umbrella campaign, which is covering 11 companies with 11 different pension schemes. 9 of them are American multinational companies who simply don't pay increases to pensions because the law says they don't have to, and they don't believe they're doing anything wrong. It's outrageous. It's a pension injustice that needs to be addressed. I think we need to recognise the fantastic work that Patricia Kennedy and her support group have put into this campaign, including attending down at Westminster for drop-in sessions to make every MP aware of what's happening. She's given evidence at a session for the pension committee last week, and yesterday she was down doing another drop-in session at Parliament. So she's been up and down to London 3 times in the last couple of months pushing this forward. The additional paragraph that I would like to add at the start of the motion simply reads that this council supports Patricia Kennedy, who has led the HPPA campaign and the bigger pre-97 umbrella group campaign. We acknowledge the hard work and commitment that Patricia and her support group have put into this pension injustice, which has gained wide cross-party support throughout the UK.
Thank you, Councillor Maven. Councillor Todd?
Personally, I'm not against this, but it was Councillor Lennox that wrote the motion, you know, so I'm not against it. I'm absolutely fine.
Leader?
I think some of the work that Councillor Lennox was through Patricia Lennox's group, so I would be happy to incorporate it.
Great. Council happy to agree. Excellent. Council, thank you so much and well done. Right, the recording will now end. Thank you so much for attending today.